Hello, my name's Jupiter Hadley, and today we're playing the game Blind Date. This was originally a Game Jam game that got continued and now has had a full release on Steam, and it's for sale at about £5.19. As always, this video is brought to you by lovely people on Patreon to support me each and every month so I can continue to record all of these indie games and Game Jam games. So if you'd like to check out the game or me on various social media platforms to support me on Patreon, all of those links in the description. Alright. I vaguely remember this game, but it's been a while. Like the original Game Jam game, but it's been a while. You check your phone. She's 10 minutes late. You're not sure what to do, and discomfort starts to settle in your stomach. Let's take a sip of water. You sip your water. It's warm. Ah, there she is. Hey, I'm so sorry I'm late. My car's in the shop, and I had to take the bus here. I'm sorry, I probably could have come. Well, that's a bit creepy because, like, we don't know them. I understand, and it happens to the best of us. The best of us? Thank you. I'll try not to worry about it. It's really okay. So I'm Karen. I know your friend Rebecca. What's your name? Oh, we've got lots of different options. I'm gonna be Stanley. Stanley. That's a cool name. I'm pretty happy with it. Tell me, Stanley, do you like stories? Absolutely love them. Would you like me to tell you a story? Yeah. Excellent, though this is really more of a parable.
This is the story of a date named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley went on a date in a restaurant where he was eligible bachelor number 427.
427. I'm gonna turn up the sound a little bit. Alright.
Bachelor number 427's job was simple. He sat at the table making jokes and impressing a young prospective lover.
Okay. That's what I'm into?
Signals came to him from the woman across the table, telling him what jokes to make and when to make them. Stanley relished every moment he spent on the date and was happy.
Okay, I feel like this is definitely like a tutorial or something. This feels a little derivative. Have I seen something
You think this is
before?
derivative? Suppose you believe you have it all figured out, don't you?
Okay.
I suppose that you think you could do it better.
I mean, not really.
If you think you're so much better, I guess I'll just have to start it all over and do things your way.
Okay.
Stanley walked forward down the hallway in search for his date.
It's a whole different game now.
When Stanley came across two doors, he took the door on his left.
Alright.
Wait a moment, but isn't this derivative? We've got places to be, Stanley, a date to get to. We're going to need to speed things along.
Okay.
Okay, oh, the suspense is killing me. What will she be like? Okay, quick, leave. You wouldn't want to be late now, would you?
This is pretty cool.
Okay, here we are. And cue the emotional music. And begin. What?
Right.
Why aren't you saying anything? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I haven't given you any options. All right, here we go. When Stanley came up upon a set of dialogue choices, Stanley chose the one on the left.
Alright.
Oh, wow. That was an extraordinarily ordinary choice, Stanley. Good
I don't know
work,
why you're making
said
fun of
Karen,
me.
the date. Given two new choices, Stanley chose between them.
Okay, you haven't given me a real choice.
I have
What's going
masterfully
on?
crafted a narrative in which you, Stanley, get to fall in love with the beautiful and lovely Karen, but you seem to want to fight me on this.
Ah, well.
Oh, there's a ding telling me the developer ran out of money. Unfortunately for you, this means I'll have to literally phone my performance in.
Oh.
Okay, so Stanley falls in love and gets married and lives a very happy life.
I'm sorry, what? You're gonna need to speak up. I can't hear you.
I said Stanley lives a very happy life.
Yay.
Hello? You're too quiet. I can't hear you.
I said Stanley was happy!
Okay. I'm glad I was happy. No, it didn't seem very happy with me, though. Story time. So that was one of the 14 endings. I've just drank an energy drink, and whenever I drink anything fizzy, like even just 2 sips, my body's like, now you must burp for the entire hour. So, yeah. That was one of the endings. We're gonna play it again a little bit differently. I like how it changes, like, what the game is, almost. You check your phone, she's 10 minutes late, you're not sure what to do, discomfort starts to set in. Shift uncomfortably and adjust your collar. Oh crap, you're not even wearing a shirt with a collar. Do I look okay? You really inspect yourself in the reflection of your water glass. Hey, I'm sorry late. My car's in the shop and I take the bus here. Sorry, I could have probably got and picked you up. But it's okay, I made it eventually and probably gave the bus driver quite the story. So I'm Karen, I know your friend Rebecca. What's your name? My name's Kevin. Oh neat, my dad's name's Kevin. I've been thinking about going by my screen name, DirtHawk69 anyways. Now it seems like the best time to start. Ah, you're funny. Hehe. Tell me, what do you do? Alright, so we can be a door-to-door leader, team leader. We can do a company that makes selfie filters. Yeah, I'm a dev for a company that makes selfie filters, and I make little games inside. Oh, your program? Oh, is programming as hard as I think it is? You must be smart. The more you invest yourself in something, the more it'll make sense to you. Smarts don't have to play much into it. I never thought about it that way, but you're right. Well, that's good advice. You said you made games too? Yeah, I do little games on the side. Anything I've heard about? I mean, never, that's the thing, but I'm actually moving my game Sightless Romance 2 over to Steam. I'm a little nervous about this one. Have you ever heard of Bread Rush or Ham Sandwich for Troy? No, let's do this one. Wow, that's big. Are you nervous? I've got, you know when you feel like you're so stressed out that you want to throw up? Normally a frightful thing to hear on a date, but I think I understand you. Making a game is a lot of pressure and you're feeling the heat. Putting it out there, putting all the effort into it with the possibility of no one liking it just keeps me up. It's very meta. I think the big question to ask yourself is, do you like it? Sightless Romance 2? Yeah, I think as long as you make something that you will love, that you will personally enjoy, other people will find something to love about it. I like it a lot. It's got a lot of charm and plenty of facets to explore. I'm sure you'll do well. All it takes is some passion. Do you play a lot of games? Not really. I prefer to make them. Oh, okay then. That seemed like the wrong idea, the wrong reply. Oh man, don't turn around, Red. Just watch the woman behind you tear up a tortilla, roll it into fist-sized ball, and just jam into her mouth. Whoa. Wow, have you taken a look at the menu yet? What are you gonna get? I'm thinking tormented trout? No. Locally sourced hazelnut and anchovy jam. This all sounds bad. Raw pizza with a lighter. Let's do the locally sourced hazelnut and anchovy jam with sheltered acorns. That sounds like a squirrel's lunch. I'm preparing for winter. Karen laughs distractedly. You seem nervous. Are you okay? I mean, I'm just a little bit. It's been a very long time since I've been out, longer still since I've been on a date. First, but I feel a little better now. Let's do it first, but I feel a little better now. That's good. I'll try not to be too intimidating. So, where are you from? From womb to tomb. No. I moved here when I was a kid. Could say I'm still a tourist. Moved here a few months ago. Wow, moving's really hard. Do you like it here? This is a lot more conversation we got the first time around. There's a grocery store near Harvey, but I can't really. It varies from day to day. Some days will always be better than others. Don't sweat it. You're gonna do great here. I don't know really good, but I suppose that's what you say. That's true. Sometimes I wish I could get away from it all. I'm sorry. I feel like an outsider can be really hard. Just haven't made roots I want yet. You know, I might be able to help with that. Stuff seems. How about really? How? I didn't want to mention now, but I sort of specialize in helping people with make big life changes like moving. Oh, wow, that sounds like a good offer. Let me ask you a few questions so I can determine if you're eligible. Sounds good to me. First things first, do you have any diseases that affect the heart, liver, or lungs? Not to my knowledge, no. Do you have a history of genetic disorders? No. Before I forget, let's order a drink. I've been dying for wine. Sure. A waiter soon drops off a bottle of vintage wine. It looks fancy and tastes fancier. So, more questions. Do you have any finances tied up here? She's gonna kill me. When you say finances, you don't mean my student loans, credit card debt, and the mob who's gonna hunt me down, right? Haha. We can put you on a payment plan to help with that. Really? Yeah, it's all very routine. It's necessary to make the future better for you. Do you know any foreign languages? I took some French in school. You feel heckin' weird. You seem healthy and lonely. One more thing. Do you have both kidneys? What a strange question. Yeah, well, 2 of both. That's good, that's good. How do you feel about leaving tonight? What? Karen picks up her phone. The answer hardly matters. Who is you texting? No one. Cool. Are you tired yet? I don't know, I don't think I'm alright. I thought I should have used a bigger dose, but I didn't want to come off as rude. You drugged me? Frankly, I'm enjoying your company more now, which is saying something. But compatriots are like my compatriots? What are you talking about? You just say water instead of what are? You ever think about the way gummy bears are bears and we don't bear? They're not wearing any clothes. Can you just shush for a moment? I'll teach you about your favorite marmalades. You don't get the chance. The next thing you feel is a heavy brain-rattling impact at the base of your neck. Then nothingness. 3 days later. I think I like the narrator better. It's dark. I should open my eyes. Surprisingly, it doesn't help. Move around. You feel pressed up against the tight confines of a crate. Hello? Help? You try to choke out a cry for help, but your head feels like it's about to split open. You're cold. You're starting to think that maybe going on this blind date was a bad idea. Well, alright then. I mean, that's pretty intense. I like how they're each achievements as well. Let's do one more. This is definitely a super unique game. The story is just very, very, very different so far. Let's sit still, wait patiently. Statuesque, you show everyone else here what patient looks like. I'm amazing at being patient. You wait a few minutes, you begin to sweat. Hey, my car is in the shop. Shit happens, I'll get over it. I suppose it does. It's okay. My name is Sherbert B. Sports North. There's no reason to doubt your story, Sherbert. Of course not. Tell me what you do. Me, I push papers for a man, clock in an hour lunch break, 9 to 5, kill me. The world's like a huge machine that needs all the cogs and gears inside to function. You work for the man, it's not the worst. You calling me a machine cog? If the wing nut fits. Do you think it'd be weird if we called crabs crumbs? Then what would we call crumbs? Crabs. Oh, so you're just swapping them. We got a bunch of crabs all over the floor. I heard there was a mass escape of crumbs at the zoo. Someone let them all loose. Karen shifts uncomfortably for a moment. You seem nervous. Are you okay? Not really. You seem more bothered than I am. Oh, sorry for being presumptuous then. Maybe I'm showing my hand. So where are you from? I moved here when I was a kid. I don't remember much of where I used to live. No, you poor thing, that must have been tough. I adjusted pretty quickly. Adaptability is something we have infinite amounts of while we're young, but as time goes on, it gets harder and harder to change and conform. Yeah, it's easy because it was easy because I was a kid. Now I don't know. That's just the way people are sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. So, who's your last lover? Excuse me? You heard me. Who was the last woman you slept with? I don't feel particularly comfortable answering that. Karen releases an apologetic sigh. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been on a date, and I'm not very good at interacting with anyone. Yeah, sure. I promise I won't do it again. I really appreciate you taking me out. This is a very nice restaurant. I was reading the reviews on the way over. The view's really cool, isn't it? It's so sweet. I'm surprised you haven't been on a date before. So, seen any good shows lately? I've been watching through Dragon's Tower. Don't laugh. I've never watched this show. I've been watching through every season of Dragon's Tower. I used to follow it, but it got a little too much for me. When that one guy got his head squished, it bothered me for weeks. It really bothered you that much? I couldn't get out of my head, but the lore was really good, though. Sometimes I just listen to videos about it. No judgment from me. I appreciate that. So I was wondering, how was Cassandra doing? Who? You seriously don't remember your own mother's name? I'm getting wafts of serial killer vibe over here. Karen glances upwards, thinking, I'm so sorry, my friend at work mentioned her. Apparently she used to work for the company. I thought you'd said it. Weird coincidence. Yeah, really weird. Why are you here? Well, I'm trying to have a nice date. That's not what I mean. What do you mean? Why are you here on this date? What made you come here? I'm sick of this. I'm leaving. Wow, so soon? Is that all it takes? I know where this is going and I'm not interested. I don't think you'll ever learn to grow if you don't confront the mountains holding you back. Yeah, I think I've actually confronted enough things. Not all of us benefit from having the ability to retreat our lives in different ways. The taller tales or come from other perspectives, but I suppose that's what you do best. Do you want an award for being so cryptic? I mean, I feel like the girl on that table started to die as well. The table behind us. Is that it, just getting angry at my date? Okay. I feel like maybe she was gonna stop me from going. I didn't actually get a third ending, though. So there's like, so I feel like that was an ending, but it didn't count as one of the endings, which means there's kind of more than 14. As long as you don't, like, rage out of the... Huh. Anyway, this is a pretty cool little game. It's only like £5, which isn't like a meal deal. It's a little bit more expensive than a meal deal. And it's quite well written and different. I like this whole title menu as well. So if you want to check this out, there's a link in the description. Thank you very much for watching and liking, commenting, and subscribing. Bye.